I'm going to enjoy this. Don't get any ideas, kid. Take this! Take that! Not bad. Yeah. Too slow. Take this. Is this all you've got?
Darn.
Hurry! Ha!
No!
Count yourself lucky.
Dude. These are actually, like, probably the best animations in the game. Like, all together, like, the complete unit, like, everything looks so good. Like, what is this? Like, I think this Kamehameha at the end, like, this whole this is his ultimate once he transforms. This ending part right here, like this, like the hit into the Kamehameha. This Kamehameha is the best looking attack in the game, like, straight up. Like, the way that looks like that, they really pulled out all the stops with this cell. So I'm recording this before we get the info on LF Majin Vegeta, but this guy should be coming out alongside LF Majin Vegeta on a step-up banner. Whew, nobody was really expecting a cell, but I guess it sort of makes sense because this banner should be up when we get the Zenkai for the LF Gohan, so I guess it's not too out of the blue. So Perfect Form Cell is coming, introducing the first character that transforms without using their main. Once he hits 0 health, he regenerates at 100% as Perfect Cell, and just as the name suggests, his attack, defense get a perfectly huge boost after he transforms. So the one question that I have after reading this is, does this count as endurance? Because if this counts as an endurance effect, then that means that units that can nullify endurance can basically nullify like half of this unit, which is really bad. I'm kind of hoping they don't make it like that, but on the other hand, like, this is taking endurance to the second level pretty much, because we've already had super powerful units with endurance. Kid Goku is one of them. Back in the day, that green Vegeta, the green Saiyan Saga Vegeta, was like really good. So we've had a few meta-defining units that have endurance. This guy is just straight up, he wants to die, because like literally he's just going to get infinitely better once he transforms. We see that this thing has blast armor. This is his green card when he by the way, this transformation sequence is like literally probably the best looking one in the game. Like, I would say Purple Cooler probably had the best looking transformation in the game up to this point, but like now it's not even like remotely close. This guy's easily the best transformation like sequence animations in the game. I assume this is his green card once he transforms. It's like the beam that killed Trunks, but it looks like this actually inflicts like immobilization, I think is what they call it, or technically it's faint, right? So a little bit annoying, but you know what? That's fine. All these animations look incredible. That's Cell. So what we're going to do now is we're going to wait a little bit. Oh, by the way, this also looks really good. We're going to wait a little bit until they announce the next unit. We could be getting 3 new units. It could be LF Majin Vegeta, this Cell, and then somebody else, maybe like a Super Saiyan 2 Goku transforms into Super Saiyan 3 or something. But yeah, we will give this a little bit, and we will come back to review the next one.
Don't underestimate me! You must really want to die. Go! Eat this! You'll regret this. Farewell.
All right, there we have it, LF Majin Vegeta. And before we even start talking about him at all, the one thing I want to point out is, if we go back over here, this is his green card. This is literally, I'm sure you guys know what this is, but this is like the same type of green card as Green Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Yellow Movie Gohan, Red Omega Shenron, so get ready, because you're going to be seeing this a lot. You know, the AoE knockback, which has other stuff in it, probably. But here we go. Legends Limited Vegeta is coming. Legends Limited Vegeta is making his way here, and he can transform into Majin Vegeta, as we saw. He does not start out as Majin Vegeta. He is a transforming base form Vegeta into Majin Vegeta. So that's all the information they gave us. They really did not give us anything else. Like, they just said, check out the video. Okay, thanks, I guess. So we don't have much to go off of here, but what I want to do is go back to Cell as well as this guy. So it looks like there's only going to be 2 new units, not counting potential EXs we might get. So the news in-game will update in about an hour and a half from now. So at that point we should be able to see, you know, the preview should be there in-game news, and we should be able to see if there's any new EXs coming, stuff like that. So I'll make a pinned comment on this video to keep you guys updated on what the actual details are that they give us. But yeah, it just looks like it's going to be Cell and Vegeta. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. Vegeta looks really cool, but I think in terms of the animations, I'm kind of in the Cell, on the Cell team here. The animations for Cell were they just blew me away. I think those are by far the best animations we've seen in this game, the Cell animations. Vegeta looks really cool. I like the turning to stone at the end. That's a really, really nice effect. But yeah, we'll see how they handle the final explosion, because that could be an AoE for all we know. I don't know. It's hard to tell if this is a blue card or if it's just an ultimate. I'm not 100% sure what it is. If it's a blue card, then it's going to work similar to how you know, Legends Limited Super Saiyan Namek Goku's does, where it's just, you know, just works like an LF off of that. But we'll see. We shall see. So a few things I want to talk about here. 4 teams I have up here. I have Regen, Androids, Saiyan, and Vegeta family. Now Cell, we take a look at the existing yellow perfect Cell, who honestly is still pretty good to this day. I'm still have to do a video on him, double Zenkai buff, but this guy is on Androids, Future, Regen, and Powerful Opponent are the sort of the main tags that this guy's on. Powerful Opponent, I could see this new Cell maybe single buffing the Powerful Opponent tag, which would be the 4th character that is going to buff that tag, which is nice because it can round out the roster a little bit more. And him being on Regen means that pretty much, because like almost every single character on the Regen tag is a Powerful Opponent as well. So you could give an additional buff to the Regen tag by having him buff that, which is insane. But I think the 2 main tags that this guy's going to be buffing from his Z ability are going to be Androids and Regen. I don't really think they're going to touch Future because, let's be honest, we don't want that. We don't want Future to keep getting buffed every single update. So Androids really, really needs the buff, and I wouldn't say Regen needs the buff, but I think it needs the buff more than Future does. So just starting off here, we'll go and look at Regen real quick. I don't really think Regen is in desperate need for any like mega buff right now, but in terms of the colors, let's see if we can try and predict what color this guy's going to be. I mean, green is forever going to be covered with Boo, right? Boo is always going to cover the green. Buhan is still pretty good. Red, we literally just got this guy who's like the main red unit of this tag and will be for a very long time just because of how stupid he is. So I don't see him being red. Blue, we just got Boo Piccolo, and we also have Baby, who's still very good. Purple. Now, purple I could see, but we do have Merge Zamasu, who doesn't buff the tag, but he's still on it. And 21 is still very good. She does also buff the tag with HP, which is very nice. And what else? Yellow, we just got this guy Zenkai. We have this LF Piccolo. I mean, this Cell is already yellow. Unless they want to come out with another yellow Cell for this tag. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking green is the color that would be buffed on this tag the most right now. I mean, yeah, like I said, Boo is still going to be... Like, Boo is always going to be insane. If you have him at Zenkai 3 or above, he's always going to be a mainstay on this team. But in terms of newer units that have come out that are green for this tag, there's basically no one except for this first form Cell who's, like, not even usable. And then we take a look at the Android tag. In terms of colors, again, it's really hard to say because this is an older tag. So you can say like, oh, they haven't gotten a red unit since 13 or Android 18. I don't remember who came first. I think 18 was the last red unit. But then again, like this tag is just so old. Like, who was the last blue summonable Android unit that came out? Was it this guy? Like, how long ago was that? Like, it's hard to really say with this tag just because it hasn't been touched in forever. Prior to this guy getting his Zenkai Awaken and prior to the cell coming out, because like the cell isn't really super good. Ideally, this guy would be green because he's going to be buffed by this Android 16 Zenkai buff. But I mean, 16, Cell, 17, Super 17 is not the best, but he's okay. This guy's okay. So I don't know. I don't think he'll be green just because of what the Android team is needing here. I'm thinking maybe blue. Like the best blue Android is just free-to-play 21 probably, right? And then if we take a look at regen, the best blue unit, I mean, this guy's definitely, I think Super Baby 2 is probably the best blue unit on this tag still. It's hard to say. I think regen really wants a new green unit, even though they don't really need one. And Androids really wants anything. Like literally, it doesn't matter what the cell's color is. He's going to be used no matter what. Even if he's purple, which I don't think he'll be purple because 21 fills both these roles really well on both the Android team and the regen team. Oops. That I don't know if they want to like cover that up with Cell as well. So I really don't think he'll be purple. Red, he'll never be used on this team over Omega unless he's actually like just stupidly overpowered. Like if he's better than Omega, we have a real problem. But I don't think he'll be red either. Yellow, it's definitely possible. I could see him being yellow, but we did just get this guy Zenkai. This guy's he just came back for the first time. We already have a yellow Cell. So I think it's between blue and green. That's what I would say for Cell. Now for Saiyans and Vegeta family, because I think those are going to be the two big tags that this new Legend of Limited Majin Vegeta is going to be impacting. Saiyan, you can't really pinpoint a color that this team needs because they just have infinite options. Look at this. This is their roster. So in terms of, they would really benefit from this color or this color, you can't really say. I think if you were just to pick out one color, like probably maybe yellow. Like, who's the best yellow Saiyan? Kid Goku, right? It's pretty clear that Kid Goku's the best yellow Saiyan. Then who's the second best? Like, it's this Vegito, but like he doesn't buff Saiyans. Kid Goku doesn't buff Saiyans. The unit that has come out the most recently that has like buffed Saiyans, that's yellow. Is it just Bardock? Like, it might just be Bardock. I expect this Vegeta to buff Saiyans and Vegeta family. I think that's what's going to happen. So we could see a yellow Majin Vegeta, and I wouldn't be upset about that. I think in terms of like colors, he's probably not going to be. I would say he's probably not going to be green because we already have an LF green unit on this Vegeta family team, and we got 1, 2, 3. So we got this Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We got this Goku, and we got this Kaioken, Super Kaioken Goku. They're all green. They're all Saiyan oriented. So I don't think he'll be greening. That's the one color I don't think he will be. Purple he could be, but we just got this purple Vegeta. There really aren't that many good purple units for Saiyans. I mean, this guy and Super Saiyan 4 are the two standouts. I don't know if you'd even run Super Vegeta on Saiyans. That's pretty much it. Yeah, I think... Because if we take a look at the Vegeta family tag, like, you guys are not going to like what I'm about to say here, but I think the most likely color that he's going to be for Vegeta family is red. Like, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta is fine, but he's not... He's the best red on this team, on this tag, besides this guy's Zenkai. If you have Zenkai 7 Trunks, he's obviously better than the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but, like, I don't know. I think if you were purely going off of this Vegeta family tag, and like all the units that they have available to them, I think red is what we're looking at, or yellow. Even though we do have Rage Trunks, this guy's really the only viable yellow unit on this entire team. Like, sure, I guess you could really push your luck by putting this guy on your team, but other than this Rage Trunks, there really isn't another viable yellow unit. Purple, we have this Vegeta and the Trunks, and even this guy's still pretty good, the year 1 Purple Vegeta, and this EX Trunks is actually pretty good as well. Blue, We do have this guy who's like not bad, and we do have this guy who's okay. So blue could be another option, honestly. Or we do have the Zenkai Trunks too, but blue could be an option. And I just don't think green is really there. Yellow, so what is it, yellow or blue for Vegeta family? And then on Saiyans, I guess, what did I say, yellow? I could see him being yellow. I think yellow is probably my number one choice for what color I think this guy's going to be. I think I would go with yellow for Vegeta. And green or blue for Cell. Green or blue for Cell. Yeah, green or blue for Cell, and then yellow for Vegeta. That's going to be my prediction for this. You guys let me know down below what you think. Cell just looks like, the animation just looks so insane. And same thing with Vegeta, but I think Cell just takes the cake for me. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we'll be summoning tomorrow night. Do my usual breakdown video when the details come out. Then we'll go ahead and do a summoning stream. Hope you guys are excited. I'm excited. I'll see you all in the next one.